Hi ladies! I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to share my next card with you. This card, the inspiration for this card came from all the wildflowers that are growing everywhere right now. We've had a lot of rain the last couple weeks, and our freeways and side roads are just full of wildflowers. So I've been wanting to play with the Accent Essentials cartridge in making some flowers with it. Has some great shapes on it, and I thought it'd be really fun to layer some flowers. And so this is what I came up with. And let's get started, and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so we're using the standard A2 size card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. My mat, my blue mat, is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I inked around the edges in blue, in a coordinating blue. And I'm gonna put that on the card. So now that we have the blue base to our card on, we need to cut out the grass for the front of our card. And I used the Straight from the Nest cartridge for that. And if you look in the manual on page 41, the grass that I used is up here. It's the shift key. And I cut it on real dial size at 4 inches. And it actually makes it a lot wider than what I needed, but I needed the height for my card. So I actually cut off it's right about 4 1/4 inches. I cut off, and then I also cut about 1/2 inch off the bottom. Okay, so I applied foam tape to the back of this, so we're going to apply this to the card. I'm going to try to pull all this off really quickly. Should have done that before I turned the camera back on, but you know, it's been one of those days. So let's see how fast I can get this all pulled off here. Okay, so, and that's just going to be applied evenly right along the bottom of the blue. Just like that. Okay, so that's on there. That looks good. Okay, and now we're going to put the flowers together. Okay, for the flowers I used the Accent Essentials cartridge, and the very first flower that I made, this little blue flower down here, I cut that little blue flower from page 63, and I cut the blue at, let me find my paper with my measurements on it. Sorry, I wrote it all out to make it easier. Okay, so I cut the blue piece at, this blue piece I cut at 1 1/4 inches, and this is the shift function of this flower. So this was cut at 1 1/4 inches. Then I cut the pink piece at 3/4 inch. And then I just cut a circle. There's tons of circles on here. I just cut a circle at 1/4 inch. So I cut a little tiny yellow circle at 1/4 inch. The next flower I cut was from page 63, or I'm sorry, 36. I was just on 63. 36. Here's 36. Oh, I'm sorry, this was flower, oh yes, flower number 2 was cut from 36, and again I used the shift key for this one. And the pink was cut, this pink one was cut at 1 1/4. Then I cut 3 circles. I cut one at 3/4, 1 1/2, and 1 1/4. Okay? And then the third flower was cut on page 62. Okay, there's page 62 again on the shift function. I cut this one at 1 1/4 also in the pink. I cut the circle in 1 inch in blue, and then I cut 3 tiny little yellow circles at 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and that's going to create the center of that flower. Okay, and I'll have all this on my website in case you're confused, because if I were you, I would be really confused right now too. Okay, so let's get started. Let's put the flowers together. Okay, so I saved you the agony of having to watch me put the flowers together. So basically, this is what they look like. Here's the first one. Or I'm sorry, actually, this is the first one. This is the second one. And then this is the third one. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of randomly place them on my card. Just like that. So there's my card. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.